Today's video is brought to you thanks to MagTech Ammunition, the official ammunition supplier for all range activities of active self-protection.
So what we'll look at is, and I'm lame and suck and only brought certain stuff and had to borrow other things, so I apologize, but what we're going to look at is 22, 380, ball and hollow point, 9mm, ball and a hollow point, maybe out of two different guns, a shorter and longer barrel, and then 45 ball, and then we'll talk about long gun and see where we're at. So the thing I would like for you to pay specific attention to is penetration depths, specifically if anything makes it into the second block and how far it makes it into the second block. If it makes it much past 2 or 3 inches into the second block, would that have gone through somewhere? You know, just stuff to think about. Also look at the wound tracks themselves. And just keep in mind too that the way this gel works, some of it may look confusing and it's really easy to misinterpret some things depending if there's like a weird stretch or something like that. In handgun rounds, a stretch cavity is not a significant factor in the wound track. Just isn't. And we'll talk about when it is, but it's not especially in surface caliber handguns. Okay. So you guys will need eyes and ears. Just a CCI mini mag. Wouldn't be what I would carry primarily, but I also don't feel awful with that.
Better
either.
than an angry stare.
Yeah, right. And it's all about knowing the capabilities of.
Do you have a CCI?
Yeah, CCI mini mag.
Oh.
There's a gym gun for you.
Did that go through someone?
Yes, yeah, sure did.
Because it didn't hit the berm a little bit, it hit the berm pretty good, right?
Mm-hmm. And like over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Tumbled right there.
well, it didn't even tumble, so what it started to do is cavitate a little bit. So the nose of the bullet is kind of starting to do this, and then it stabilizes and starts to, when it stabilizes is when it starts to veer. And it veered out the side of the block. It had gone through both. I'd be pretty certain of that. So,
The same one.
Special circumstances.
almost 12. So, and I'm measuring to right.
To work bounce, hit and bounce back.
It hits, bounces back.
Rebounds a little bit.
Yeah, so about 11 and a half. We'll call it 11 and a half. All right. You see early expansion. Yeah, not horrible.
Sideways.
Yeah. So, okay-ish.
That's what critical defense is exactly designed to do.
Yeah,
to be
I mean-
okay-ish.
I mean, out of a 380, this is probably one of the better options. Hey, look at that.
Bought it on Broadway.
Thanks. Pretty good. 13 inches. Hits the FBI standard. 4-layer denim.
Did it expand at all?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
It's got a good
Well, it's not
little
great
bit.
expansion.
A little bit.
But what it did do is it, and I'd want to shoot more of these to see how consistent that was, because I've seen like one round perform okay and then the rest don't or whatever. But in that one round, it's about as good as you can get out of a 380.
That's about what you're gonna get.
Yep. So,
Very nice.
we see here, it starts to yaw. That looks a lot more impressive than it actually is. What that is the gel sort of separating and staying that way. If this were,
Real tissue.
yeah, if it were real tissue, you can see where it's cut, and that would be more indicative of the wound track. So, if you look in here from the side, there's kind of like this much. That's like the actual wound track, and then there's sort of bubbles leading off of it. That's a stretch cavity, and not something that I would be concerned with in this.
So the bubbles are non-permanent.
Right.
In tissue.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because in real tissue will stretch and then come right back.
Right.
Whereas the
Yeah.
ballistic gel, it stays there as a
stretched.
legacy.
Yeah, so these none of these rounds would exceed the elasticity of the surrounding tissue.
Yeah.
In rifle rounds, some shotgun slugs, some heavy Magnum hunting caliber handgun rounds, what will happen is the stretch cavity will stretch to the point where it exceeds the elasticity of the tissue, starts to see stellate tearing. That's none of these. So.
And you have to have way more kinetic energy to do that.
It's not even necessarily a function of kinetic energy so much as a function of velocity.
Okay.
Raw, nasty speed.
Yeah. Well over 18. So it's 24. That's a fail. Would that go through someone? Depending on how it presented, maybe. Funny enough, I wouldn't expect it to go through someone much. Like, so would it hit someone behind them? Yeah, possibly. Could it possibly be lethal? Yes. But like, I feel better about that round than I did the 380, funny enough.
Yeah.
Next one's gonna be 147 grain HST out of the same gun.
They won't.
All right. Huh. That is unexpected. So that round failed. And that is the first failure out of this round that I've seen.
Did it fail to expand?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing though. It failed to expand fully. However, it still did pretty okay.
Right depth.
Hit the right depth. That surprises me.
That's surprising.
That surprises me enough that I'm going to shoot another one because I haven't seen this before. Same round, same gun.
That is what we...
Huh.
Bump in the top.
Dude, that's 2 in a row that didn't expand.
That is. And that was what round?
147 grain HST.
Wow. So here's the next thing we're gonna do. I've got a different 9mm.
Standard velocity, or is that plus P?
Right there. It's like a bullet.
John, I've got HSTs right now in my carry gun that I've got on me.
This is what it looks like pre-fire.
Oh.
That's the round you just fired. That's the
John, what's happening?
You see where
So that's 2 HST 147 grains in a row that didn't expand, which is super surprising. Really surprising.
I want to shoot the same.
No, this one's
same lot of ammo out of a longer barrel gun. So same round, same lot of ammo out of a 4.5 inch gun.
Failed to expand again.
Did it?
Yep.
You might want to send that box back to Federal.
All right.
Now that's a pattern, friend.
That is a pattern.
Yeah.
So here's the next thing we're going to do. We've got a different box of HST over on the side.
Wow. Wow.
Yep, that one worked. Something else too. Any of these wound tracks, the ones that worked, the ones that didn't work, any of them going to make up for a miss? No. Not even a little bit. All right. So it's going to be a 62 grain gold dot out of a 5.56 16 inch gun. All right.
Hey-oh.
Where'd that round go?
I thought I saw it come out.
It's right here.
Oh, okay.
So that's just into the second block right there.
Oh wow.
Early expansion. Wouldn't have gone through someone. So that's about 18 inches of penetration. Hey, here's the thing though. 10mm. Looks better than handgun, right?
Yeah.
Would that make up for a miss?
Yeah.
Okay. There's a lot of conversation about shotguns, right? And shotguns are dumb. Shotguns are for people that also like stagecoaches and revolvers. There's no place in the modern training law for shotguns. There are advantages and disadvantages to everything. The thing I will say about the shotgun is let's just pay attention to the wound track. And then we'll talk about one of the other things that people say with shotguns. It's not been my experience. Wow. Boom. So I did this perfect. I put it right over top of the 5.56. Jesus. So you can compare.
Beautiful.
God,
Are those different things?
Yes.
Yes. It's got to be hot as snot.
Look at that. That is delightful.
Was it? They get about 18, 19.
Number one. Perfect.
1, 2, 3.
This is 15 pellets, 30 caliber pellets. So imagine putting a Glock 19 mag into someone with each trigger press. All right, now let's all back up and I'll show you something else.